Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltamar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader. Where we left off last time, we were in the Monastery, but enter what appears to be an ambush room. Maybe not though. Okay, we're all good here. Oh wait, we don't have our whole group coming with us, just Pascal is on the way. We haven't forgotten any loot that I'm aware of, so that's good. There's cultists in the next room, we can clearly see. Lots of them, actually, including some gunners up top. This is the other side of that barrier. I see, okay. Perfect. Let's go in there and start to do a murder. Oh, there's a cutscene involved. That's a lot of people.
You are my next offering!
A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. The tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling. In the clenched jaws of stagnation, in the shackles of Iteration Zero, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechadendroids spring into combat mode instantly, and a wrathful rattle comes from his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Amarnat has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. Are you sure he is Amarnat? Confirmed. I did not observe his face, but I recognize his words. Let the cycle be discontinued is the blessed Amarnat's motto. Look around the hall. Heretics have taken up positions everywhere, and many more are doubtlessly hiding in the passages leading out of the hall. For now, they are all focused on the tech priest, on the sacrilegious torture of the tech priest, and do not notice you. How is he bearing this torture? A devotee of the Omnissiah is capable of withstanding great bodily torment with no less of loss of functionality, but where flesh reinforced with sacred iron will persevere, the purity of spirit may perish. I hypothesize that the heretics have made the blessed Amarnat a participant in some sort of sacrilegious ritual. Through sacrilegious torture, they are trying to break his will and turn him into an unholy terminal with which they can control the reactor's output power circuit system. The tech priest's colors are stained with grime. They are diluted, painted over with rot, and yet his heart still holds a cinder of bright red. This dying flame can be ignited anew. Let's kill them all. My analysis of the situation indicates the overwhelming numerical superiority of the enemy. In an open confrontation, the blessed Amarnat may be randomly or deliberately harmed by fire. I have an alternative proposal to direct engagement. The mechadendrite points to corpses of heretics lying nearby. We can use the blasphemers' clothing as disguised. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them, and thus cleansing the hall of the heretics. The lightning discharges have charred the cultists' corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered in the blood of innocents, are crudely painted over with emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. I shudder with disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with such unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step towards falling, and a small compromise with evil that will lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, Rogue Trader? The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will, the words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coat of arms, even deceitfully worn. All this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you, and draws their corrupting attention to you. Cassia stares in horror at the corrupted clothing and scattered human ashes. Do not make me. I'm actually curious to know what it's like to walk in a heretic's shoes. I pray the Omnissiah gives the blessed Amarnat enough fortitude. Pascal grimaces as a new wail of pain rends the air. Time passes 5 minutes and 0 seconds. We look no different. The heretic's garb clings to your skin like a greedy leech. Tingling and foul fever spread over your body as though the tatters have imbibed the vile contents of their former wearer's soul. Gross. Alright, let's wander in. What are we supposed to do exactly? We press the buttons, I think. Alright, let's do the distribution servitor first. A heavy crown of golden neuro augments rests upon the servitor's head. The crown is bent and broken from ruthless gun butt blows. The pale body is covered in blasphemous inscriptions carved into the withered flesh. I identify this acolyte as a distribution servitor and registering upon it traces of sacrilegious violation of the rite of operation. The probability of its responsiveness to commands is below average. Your function is to serve, and I command you to serve. A shower of sparks bursts from the mechanism upon the servitor's head, and black, ash-tinted tears make tracks down its pale cheeks. A weak whisper comes from the servitor's lips. Ready to perform my function. Glory to the Omnissiah. Energize the Hall's power units to maximum. It will be done. Good. There's more over here, I think. There's something. Safety control altar. Let's deal with this one. The altar is adorned with gilded skulls. Threads of metal that used to be electus are fused onto the bone. Once majestic, the altar has now been desecrated with blasphemous images of blue-green suns. Some of its levers and buttons have been pried from their sockets, but the mechanism still glorifies the Omnissiah with its operation. I identify this safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed, and may its spirit forgive us. Cause the altar to overload. Pascal offers a short Binharic prayer and then enters the command after command to set up a trap for the machine spirit inhabiting the altar. The code born out of the tech priest's tinkering causes the spirit to flutter confusedly in a snare of impossible commands, heat up the altar circuit boards, and perish forever in the showers of sparks that burst forth from the melting wires. May we be granted the Omnissiah's forgiveness for this act. I'm registering a general shutdown of a security system. Okay, what else do we have to get done? Auto the litany of actuation from the command throne. Okay, that's the last thing we gotta do. Which is right there. Let's save and see what happens. I'm actually legitimately curious. A grim-looking heretic walks up to you resolutely, blocking your path as he studies your disguise with suspicion. You note his left eye has 2 conjoined irises, while his right eye has 4. I don't know you, and who are you, and why have I never met you before? I don't know you either, you know? What's with all the questions? Are you the governor's spy? The cultist is taken aback and staggers backwards a little. Fear flashes in his mutated eyes. Ah, to the abyss with it. Go on your wary way, brother. Thanks. Just gotta tell him what to do. A tech priest corpse, his throat slit, sits upon a splendid command throne laced with finely wrought motive force paths. A contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes. This is the Luminodeacon's command throne, where the power, unit actuation, and shutdown litanies are recited from. This blessed Luminodeacon himself has the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through. Sit down on the throne and recite the litany of actuation. I'm about to be greatly honored or else thoroughly charred, maybe both. As soon as you lay your hands on the command throne's panels, a painful sting of electricity numbs your senses for an instant. Your fingers cramp and your vision grows dim. You had to stop for the night. Pain is visible in the tech priest's eyes as he looks upon the sacrilege. Forgive us, Omnissiah, for such a gross violation of the rite of operation. Repeat the litany after me and activate the command runes I point to. Pascal's box starts reciting the sacred words gloomily and hoarsely. We took 4 damage. Clinging onto the blazing shreds of your fading consciousness, you repeat the words of the litany after Pascal and touch the command runes as the unabating lightning rips through your muscles and makes your bones crackle. I'm recording a successful activation of the power units. That was awesome. That was much easier than gunning them all down. And we leveled up. Talk to the rescue tech priest, but let's level up first. I'm gonna load up my notepad. We're almost done officer leveling, which is great. We're getting there anyways. Where is it? Where did we leave off? We left off at Biomancy. And it will not die. Alright, so there we are. I know where we are now. We're gonna take Steel Resolve next. And our talkie skill, which is going to be Persuasion for this one. Maybe we should start Lore Imperium, but nah, it's fine. Not too concerned. Abelard. I don't have a build for you, so I'm just winging it, and we're hopefully going to do okay. Whenever the enemy detects a war, next melee attack against the enemy deals 6 damage. Can't Doesn't stack, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's an okay one. Blade Flurry, also good. We can use Slash more often and get additional damage, which I think might be a good idea. Yeah, take Blade Flurry, or Blade Flurry, why not? We don't have the ability to take Athletics or Carouse. We can take Medicaid, Demolition, or Coercion. I guess we'll take Demolition, just in case. Sure. Next character is, of course, Argenta. I might take Fired Up. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1% at the end of combat. Could be good. Alternatively, we could go down to this general skill tree and look up at bolt guns or something. Bolt weapon expert, 10% armor pen. Okay. It's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. I was hoping it'd be like chance to hit or something. What's solid projectile weapon? Huh. Anywho. We are a plasma weapon expert. We could wear plasma stuff. Anywho, let's go see what else we can get. Muzzle velocity, what's that do? The first hit of each burst attack deals additional damage equal to the rate of fire. That's not bad. Next use of running gun when used after entrenched against 6 additional movements. That's a lot. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm going to grab Fired Up. In a long combat, that could actually be... Oh, no, because fights usually aren't that long. That's the thing. What else could we get instead? Flame out attacks, demons, no. Emperor protects, that's an okay one too. Could give her heavy weapon proficiency, give her like a heavy bolter eventually or something. We could give her a plasma pistol as well. We did pick up one. Each adjacent ally, the soldier gets 5 plus... Actually, you know what? That's pretty good. Camaraderie is pretty good. Let's grab that instead. Alright. And now we get to choose another ability. Like what, though? All enemies in the area of Warhammer Fierce are settled gain 1 stack of Disturbed. It's an okay one. Devotee gets weapon power, bonus to armor against warp damage and demons. And that was very loud, whatever that was. If I want her to be a bolter, I guess it wouldn't hurt to get bolt skill. Alright, I'll make her bolter weapon expert. They gain plus 10 armor pen, which I guess is good. Alright, you, what are you doing now? You're a sort of melee character, or at least I want you to be a melee character, so... He has a good sword, a force sword. Is there a force weapon specialization? No. Let's see if we can give him heavy armor, though. He does have heavy armor proficiency. Why couldn't he wear it before then? Oh well. We could give him dual force swords. That'd be kind of cool. He's not good at... We don't have chain weapons. Chain weapons are the other guys. We could give some of these, though. Whenever the Psyker is healed or heals any ally, if the character being healed is already at full health, they get temporary hit points. That's pretty decent. Range Vitality. When the Psyker's allies or the Psyker themselves are under the effects of a psychic power, they get plus 5 type... Oh, actually, that's good. Let's get Strange Vitality. We use a lot of buffs. I think that would be really good for buffing up our characters. Can't do warp, so Xenos lore, I guess? Yep, keep going. You can be our lore dump person. For now, anyways. Operative! But I want to go down, I think, here to... I could give him some heavy armor, which will give him some MP deflection and cannot fall prone, which might be good. I need to give him a plasma melta or power weapon. Okay, let's give him Seal the Forge, though. Let's give him... weapon skill? Yes. Is he not allowed to have strength? Anyway, doesn't matter. Officer... Commanding voice. Range increase. Let's see what she has for spells, actually, though. Mind over matter. Nope. Open to the warp. Nope. Pass unscathed. Nope. Perilous waves. No. Stable routes. Whenever the navigator uses a navigator power, veil degradation is reduced by 1. Yes. That sounds good. We desperately need ways to lower the veil degradation. Also, that one's pretty nice too. Okay. And, oh, we'll give her Imperium lore, actually, because she is maybe our only person that has that ability right now. Alright, we need to take a quick look at you, though. You have no power weapon. Do we have any available power weapons? That's a one-handed melee weapon, so no. We do have a plasma pistol, so we can... Oh, he has one. Is it better or worse than this one? It's the same. We have the same plasma pistol. Okay. We could be using our plasma pistol, which would be useful, but let's give him some heavy armor. I know we have some heavy armor. That one. How is that incorrect armament? Why can't he wear that? Does he not have heavy armor? Oh, we might have to give him heavy armor ability. But I know he has heavy armor ability. But he still can't wear that. What is going on with this armor that makes it unable? Must not have features adapted to Astari's equipment, Atari equipment, Drakari equipment. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's go talk to some people. Actually, there's a lot of dead people around. Let's grab all the bodies. If you look at the map, there's just so many corpses. Let's loot the bodies first and then see if there's any chests around. I at least see one. Right there. Junk. Or trophies, I should say. Not really junk. Still some more loot we haven't gotten. There's a chest up there, or goods up there, I should say. Okay, down we go. There's some more cultists and goods over here. 2 goods and 1 cultist. Whoops, don't waste anything. We don't need to waste any sort of lockpicks on this. We can just use our tech powers to open it up. Alright. So, looks like we've looted everything. Let's talk to the tech priest and then we are good to go.
None shall stand in my way.
In the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. The tech priest's body convulses, pained, plaintive creaks of Binhark. Prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong are being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato, left unidentified. This is not the blessed Amarnat. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Examine the tech priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmatics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It's amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems are proven to be, maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Who are you, servant of the Omnissiah? The fire of the hearth sent forth sparks. The name of the spark is Abel. Huneman. That was not what his name was. Hanuman. The tech priest looks over at Pascal. For a brief moment, his speech becomes clear. The echo of my call has reached you. Good. This iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykad Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious tech priest does not seem to understand what he is saying. Ask him about Emernat. You came here because of him, after all. No. The tech priest's weak voice grows stronger. He came because of himself. Myself? To redeem myself? To correct a mistake? Possibly, but how do you... There's a look of gentle condescension in Abel's eyes. Strange given these circumstances. The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for it all is predetermined by the iteration. A devastating coughing fit cuts him off, and you hear the clank of tearing metal from inside of his chest. What design? An intention both bold and honorable, to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension. A plan written so that the righteous may follow, and trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression towards it. Pascal's voice is trembling with elation. Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long. You can talk to him once we get him out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away. Pascal is quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. His vox rasps soothingly. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. Do you know him, Pascal? The subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalog. Interrogation is impossible due to the subject's evident affective state of clouded consciousness. Try and take him down. As soon as you touch the tech priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are still alive, or are alive, in the darkness. Heard their prayers, find them, save them, recite the hymn of conduct, circuit restoration, so that you may behold what is hidden. A blast of motive force runs down the tech priest's body, and his face torts in a mocking grimace. Malformed Finharic code repulsively jarring on the ears pours out of his vox. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the electro priest's hiding place. Pascal responds with the dour rhythms of containment aria. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He's in a state of schismatical and unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of the Texorsum protocol. I would rather leave him as he is. There must be a purpose to whatever ritual he's taken part in. Request denied. If we are not granting him salvation, let us at least grant him a merciful deactivation. Oh. You're ruining my heretic stuff, Pascal? You could have shot him instead of punching him with your gun, you know. As mangled as it is, the tech priest's body still claims to life. It takes several blows to end his corruption-tainted existence, but after that, a repulsive giggle is heard over static from his vox. Pascal's mechadendrite touches the dead man's head carefully, grips his neural augmetic in its claw, and extracts it from its socket with the utmost care. The skull bone cracks dryly, and brain matter taints the sacred metal. Rest in purity, tech brother. The knowledge you have attained through your efforts will be preserved and purified. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive towards uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer you to fulfill the duties of an engine seer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. Sure, as long as you don't stop me from being all culty. Hey, this is broken now. We can walk through. Alright. We have this thing going on here, the data altar of sacred analysis. I'm going to just try these one at a time. Let's try the first one. Verse 2 calls to you, Pilgrim. Let our souls fill with gratitude towards... I used the motive force that floweth through the veins of copper. Splendid resistors that conceal within them the rite of transfiguration? Now finish the prayer. May the unity of the sacred charge's power, the immortal reason that hath created the spark. Only one who has learned the path of our cenobium is worthy of its gifts. Walk along the path of the enlightened, absorb the age-old wisdom, and sing with me again. It went dark. So that isn't it. Did we pick up anything that might be like... Those are the prison diaries. That's not going to help us. I might brute force this, maybe. Do we have to brute force this? Possibly. Alright, let's try again. Sing the canto. I'm going to say the Omnissiah. And then I'm going to go... number 2 again. I still think it's Mortal Reason. Nope. Where do we learn the data altar of sacred analysis information? I'm going to wander around. Maybe we can ask that guy.
Victory awaits!
Hey, you wake up. What's the canticle? Or whatever it is. Nope. Apparently we can't. What's this say? Nope. Not helpful. Alright, what I might do is look around a little more and see if I can figure out what we need to say to open this thing. And then when I figure it out, I will show you the answer. Probably... oh wait, there's a circular... let's try the circular cogitator. The machine accepts the contact circuit restoration hymn with a deferential whir. Okay, so that leads to the next area. But I'm still going to try this out first before going into there. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've actually figured this all out now. Well, I know I figured it out because I found the right combination, but I figured out why it's that combination. So the first one, the Omnissiah is the leader of the Machine Spirit cult, so that's just who they worship. So the Omnissiah from whom the holy discharge springeth forth. The next one is the arcane key that closeth the circuit, and that's actually hinted at in the lobby when we come in. There's that thing where it shows that like everything around here has a symbol of a key with 2 lines going to it. So the arcane key that closes the circuit, and they're all about reason that hath created the spark. So that's the last one. The solemn bin Herrick trill comes from the cogitator. Verily so, a pilgrim who has learned our ways is worthy of the gifts of the enlightened. And that opens this door.
A new challenge for
which
me.
has what inside? An arc rifle, which is a light ranged weapon. When the wielder hits a target with the arc rifle, they also attack all enemies within 2 cells of the target. That's amazing. And there's also a pinpointing visor. Grants 15% critical hit chance to ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% of wounds left. That gun is really good, and I'm going to give... oh, right. Who are we going to give it to? Let's take a look at it for Argenta, actually. That's a good AoE type gun. Its rate of fire is only 1, and its range is 9. Actually, it's a low range. It's even lower than our bolter. Alternatively, we could give it to somebody like... oh, maybe. What does it shoot? I think it's just a ranged weapon, technically. It's an exotic weapon. We'll hang on to it. We'll figure someone else or someone to use that. It's a pretty cool gun, though. I kind of wanted to use it, but... now we can go into this door. There are people in here. There's Dar Impulse 6 and a bunch of Electro Priests. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the Priesthood of Mars steps in your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now, he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos, or electoos, show through his oddly bluish tinted skin. The man's eye sockets are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. I, rogue trader Eltamar von Valencius, declare this monastery to be under my protection. The man bows his head. The motive force brought you here at the right time, pilgrim. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, servant of the motive force and the praetor electroid of this sacred monastery. They have weird backpacks. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of Bin Harik signals comes from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns towards you and says, "The rank of praetor electroid is a sign of high standing." Very loud car just went by. Standing within the Electro Priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor. You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House von Valencius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles, for your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators. Star Impulse 6, it was to you, was it not, that Lodge's Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance? Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Lodges volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost soon afterwards. He's dead. Sad news indeed. Tech Brother Abel was chosen by the Omnissiah to be a comprehender of great mysteries. May his spirit's motive force come into being anew in the fount of the miraculous fusion reactor. Why are you calling me a pilgrim? Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed to cross this monastery's threshold. All others are profaners and criminals. You do not belong to the fraternity of lector priests, but your intentions are good. If you're not seeking the Omnissiah's wisdom, then it was motive force itself that brought you here to find it. I have some questions about this place and the people in it. Truth is like light, and blocking its path is criminal. The Praetor Electroid nods majestically. Who are you? The hard-working servants and dwellers of this cenobium, elector priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpuscari did us a great honor by entrusting into our care the sacred relic around which the hollowed electrodynamic cenobium was built. What precisely do you believe in? We have devoted ourselves to the worship of that aspect of the machine god, which is known to us as the motive force. It is the blessed divine spark that creates impetus in the universe. The Omnissiah in his mercy gave the world the gift of the motive force, and we follow its impulses in order to increase it, bring it to lay people, and protect it from unholy hands. The relic that this monastery provides the entire planet of Rykad Minoris with the blessed motive force, and we, unworthy though we are glad to serve the ancient machine that dwells in this place. Tell me more about your relic. It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Only through beholding its ferocious power can one comprehend its blessed essence and fear the might of the Omnissiah. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rykad Minoris by the holy warrior of faith, Lock Impulse 1, during one of his campaigns. Its sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls and power units of the cenobium have been erected around the relic in order to protect it from ignorant laypeople as well as protect them from its formidable might. Pascal keeps his solemn silence, but the quick clinking of his mechadendrite claw betrays his excitement at being so close to the sacred Archaeotech. You are not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus I have met. It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Wait, that's not what I meant to hit. Or maybe it was the wrong one. Well, our faith imposes a duty of obedience upon us. Every electro priest is given numerous electus that combine in a blessed Voltageist circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with this light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. The Omnissiah's tears is what we call this phenomenon, this dying away of our unworthy flesh. As we shun the layperson's primitive means of looking into the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies. I understand. What happened here, and how did you manage to survive? When the heretics descended up in droves upon this cenobium, we gave battle, but the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then I ordered the few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abodes still lay ahead of us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he's upset about failing to discover the Elector Priest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the Ark, wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted and the world of Rykad Minoris may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering her efforts by chanting access requests, prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands of the blasphemers enter. He nods towards the entranced comrades. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear. In the monastery is attacked by people who looked like elector priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on its way. We were not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery's chambers. But I see you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. I wonder if you would have been so touchingly mourned by the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering punitive strikes from orbit. My enforcers and the governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery. I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a select few are allowed to behold the Ark and the relic. within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have them put to death. Confirmed, the presence of laypeople on monastery grounds without the Praetor Electorate's blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of operation. Heinrichs opens his mouth for a second to say something, but changes his mind and quickly clears his throat instead. Cassia nods thoughtfully. Yes, I see. House Orselio follows the same rules when it comes to outsiders. Say nothing. I don't have anything else to say. The Praetor Electorate 2 falls sorrowfully silent. I wish to get to the holy reactor. Is it time to go murder a person? And a big fight? Is it boss battle time? It might be boss battle time. The Ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to the monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. Alright, I must press on. May the charge of the Omnissiah's grace persist in the batteries of the faithful. There are goods. Let's go grab that. A machine right set. Okay. Interesting. Anything else to loot? Nope. Let's go through the door into the bowels of the monastery. We will hopefully not explode. I'm gonna save right here before we blow up, potentially. There's goods there. There's a door, but there's also like a path. We can't go through the door, apparently, so we gotta go through the path, I guess. And there's a cutscene happening. Reach the reactor and deal with Aurora. The Mako reactor, I understand. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque barred mask, yet the voice pouring out beneath it belongs to somebody else. It is the husky, somber brass of a void wolf, a boarder of ships. How predictable your path is, how static. All the possible deaths you have skirted only to perish here in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. The woman turns her mask to Pascal and gloats. You have arrived just in time, little cog. The schismaticals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. Pascal's box rasps musingly. A cog. I cannot comprehend why apostates try and insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. His visor whirs up like a crimson herald of bloodshed, and his drilling mechadendrites whir viciously as it readies to strike. The sacred cod grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust I will build order. What a talented enemy. Can you do the governor's voice? I cannot. Slaves such as you have no voice. You are mute. The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. A martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time is all but run out. I can hear the fist of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant to what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to wrest from you the details of the future that the cult prophesizes. Hopefully when we're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be is a living torch blazing for his glory. Argenta's voice burns with pure hatred and trembles with impatience to make the promise come true. Ah, Cassius Quinton looks away. Yellows, red, violets, oranges, blues, wild colors that scorch the eyes. But where the motley mask ends, nothing but a colorless void remains. Take a good look at me, Aurora. Destination has changed. Now I am your master's favorite. Will you dare go against his will? What is this poison you speak, rogue traitor? Heinrichs eyes you icily. Interesting choice of words, Eltamar. Aurora hesitates, then a mad woman's hoarse laughter comes from behind the mask. You were no successor to Brother Twilight. Oh no, you are a mere imposter, believing himself to be a decider of fates. I deny you, I deny you! Aurora's voice, her entire body flinches as if she has been struck. A cough sends a scarlet spatter through the grill of the mask. What is this? Punishment? But for what? I have not renounced the edge. This cannot be. Execute them at once. Aurora attempts to recite an unholy litany in broken Gothic, but her own voice fails her, as she is shaken by a violent coughing fit until she can barely breathe. The Electro Priests rip their hands off the command panels, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierced them. As their schismatical controlled bodies are imbued with the motive force radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Did you just throw a grenade? I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna wait to see what happens for a sec before I skip. Something weird's happening though.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
The monsters demand your death.
It would appear that she is protected by a shield. There are a billion cultists around. What's our turn order look like? Not the worst in the world. There's enemies on both sides. How do we destroy her shield, I wonder? Anyways, okay, let's go with Argenta on this side. Probably. She's before this cultist, so we might be able to like do some gunning down of these guys. Let's find some cover right there, so we can shoot that way. That's fine. Alright, next up. Main character goes right there. Pascal can go up here. Nope, can go here, sure. And then Abelard go up here. Cassia back here. Heinrich. We have no tanks on this side, but I think we'll be okay. Our turn order is bad. We're going to take a bunch of shots, but nothing we can do about that.
I serve the ruinous powers.
They miss. That's good.
Out of my way.
Good. Yeah, attack Abelard. That's fine. Okay, Argenta's turn. Let's get concentrated fire, at least. Let's start shooting this general direction like that. We have a low chance of hitting everything. We have best chance of hitting that group. Okay.
Is why I was chosen.
Great. We hit once. Alright, let's do this then. And do another big round. Hopefully that'll help. We only have one shot.
Doubt is for the weak.
I know our chance to hit was very low on that shot, but it was worth
Chaos guides me.
it. Worth an attempt. Pascal is pretty good for tanking, so that's good. It's fine. Heinrichs, no, don't take hits.
Death to non-believers. Your blood will flow. Death to the weak.
This would be a great place for Cassia to shoot, but that's not our reality right now. Lidless Stare. What's our sort of situation? We could hit basically everyone, but I need to move for a little bit. Like to here, so I don't hit our own people.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
That's everyone
Me?
involved.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
So that was most of the group. I could give Abelard another turn, and I think I will. Or Abelard a turn, I should say. He hasn't had a turn yet. Let's do breakthrough and start our slash building up.
It will be done.
Didn't kill him. Kind of annoying. 1 hit point left. Okay. Cassia, your turn's done. Nothing else we can do at the moment.
No.
That
These
hurt.
flashes are choking me.
That actually didn't do any damage to us because of our buff. That armor bonus versus shock is super good. We can go here. And then not mow that guy down because we can't seem to do enough damage ever. I'll just kill him.
Reduced to dust.
We have an Electro Priest to kill on that side still. Nothing we can do about that at the moment. Pascal's turn. Okay, so let's get machine weapons.
My vow is to serve.
Machine spirit weapon. Your communion things. We could do a brutal strike, hitting both of them, possibly killing both of them, or killing neither of them. Could have gone either way.
The order is contracted
Not much I can do there. Okay. Next turn. There are still a lot more gunners around.
For the glory of my master!
Thank you for shooting your own teammate. That helps.
Nothing.
That electric priest damage is 0 because we are awesome. Let's get ourselves some resolve and some shields. We do have a chain lightning situation we can do.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
That went pretty well. Okay, we do have an ability to find its hour. Do we want to give Pascal another turn, or do we want to give our main character? Oh, we can only do other people. Okay. If we give Pascal another turn, he can race in there and start to deal some damage. Rounds until the reactor explodes. 2 turns. We need to start on her, I guess. How do I even stop her, though? I can't target her with anything. Is there something I need to do? Like, what do I need to hit? There's a lot of enemies, but there's nothing I can target. Must be these electric priests. We have to kill these guys. Okay. So let's get Pascal through there and start getting towards this electric priest. We can do that at the very least.
Fear incarnate.
Yay, come up here. I still have more attacks. I can do 2 more attacks. Okay, turns go up as we kill more things. Got it. Makes sense. Super. Okay, next turn. Main character finishing up his turn. Voice command on Argenta. Alright, we need to kill this priest. We can charge him. No, we can't. We do want to charge him though, so we will. Maybe like... yeah, that should be fine. I think we can charge him there. Okay. He is a bit hurt. I'm going to try and heal him a little bit.
Let's see to it.
11 left on that one. Okay.
Crush the feeble!
Gunner's moving.
We get iron knows no pain.
We need to kill more priests. Those gunners are activating. They're a little far away to do useful attacks, luckily for us. Where do I want to move with her? I can move here and then take some shots and stuff, apparently. 43% chance to hit there. We can mow our own person down, which is like a bad idea. Let's try concentrated fire. I'll use that as well. Did that end her turn? I didn't actually mean for it to end her turn, but that's fine. Okay. I'm going to move you up to here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And then we'll give Abelard another turn to finish off this priest, hopefully. Reckless strike and then attack. Don't think he's going to kill him. Never mind, he absolutely killed him. And that's the end of that. And that's the end of that. Super. Moving up. More attacks on more priests.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done.
Only 9 damage. That was a little less ideal, but not much we can do about that. We'll just murder that one. We're now on... we're doing good in terms of stuff, I think. Pascal gets to move. The guy's standing there is freaking me out because I keep thinking he's an attacker, but he's not alive, so... We could just take a pot shot at him with a plasma gun. Oh, we missed. That's just disappointing.
The scriptural prognosis
That's not actually what I meant to use, but sure. Suppose weakness. Okay, main character moving up. More resolve.
Not a problem for
Argenta,
me.
do you have running gun back up? Nope. Well, we can take another shot. Just a single fire shot this time. 56% chance to hit, or 18%.
As the Emperor commands,
I'll
I
take the
act.
56%. It did actually work out for us. Good, and I'll get
I'll do
momentum.
it.
Next turn, shield. Sure. We gotta watch our bail a little bit. It's getting a bit high.
Nothing I can't do.
Well, that was a bail power too. Okay, we really gotta watch our bail powers. I've definitely jumped them up a little bit. We do have a gun. Can we shoot anything from where we're standing though? No, I don't think so. Let's get Endure on then. I can actually just charge somewhere too. How far can I charge? And heal yourself up a little bit.
Lord Captain.
Why not? We do have heroic actions. We could get up there. Start fighting. I think we can give that to Abelard. He's actually a bit more of a stronger gunner.
damage is negligible.
Okay. Argenta's turn moving up.
God Emperor,
shoot at
move
some
through
things.
me. Be the fire in my heart.
Could do our bolting attack, Firearm Master. But no. 36% chance to hit. 18% but it's a barrage, so let's try it. Ah, that wasn't so bad. Got a couple hits off. Oh crap, there's a chaos spawn. That's not ideal. Yet. Well, that makes this a little more annoying. Let's move up to here.
Battlefields are
I guess because we let our
always
veil go up
drowned
to...
in
Oh, it wasn't
scarlet.
that high, but it's high enough, I guess. Alright, voice of command on Abelard. Give Abelard a whole turn.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
At your beck and
Reckless
call.
strike. Charge.
Victory is imminent.
31 damage is pretty good. Let's give him Endure. And we start attacking. 10. 14.
At your beck and gray hair.
Oh,
Sure hair.
alright, that was an okay turn. We knocked out like 70 attack of it. We can give him another turn right away too. I can't use her AoE. She'll hit Abelard for potentially a lot of
I will
damage.
do my duty. Indeed. An exemplary
52
strike.
damage on that one. That was a really good critical hit. Perfect. Okay, we gotta watch out for our Veil use now. It's now his
Victory
turn.
is imminent.
We can use his
At your beck and call.
move through attack, and then we're gonna grab Endure. And attack. We do it again. You can't do it on the same target twice, right? Let's
I will
get
do my duty.
better attack. Reckless strike.
Reduce to dust.
Alright. Chaos spawn dead. Can't get to anyone else. Done your turn. Skill's turn. Come over here and shoot this thing. Or try to anyways. On cooldown, I think. 12 damage. I could do things like expose, I guess.
Binaric override.
And that one. That one. Okay, next turn. Main character is not going to use any powers. Our circumstances are a little bit grim for that. Does this cause a veil? I think it does. Does it? Major psychic power. Veil degradation increased by +3. Yeah, let's not do that. I got a gun. We can't shoot anything with it, but we can give someone another turn, like Argenta.
Suits my purposes.
Nope. I should have used burst fire. That was. Oh, we have running gun. Perfect.
I
Move
will
up a little,
bathe this
and
battlefield in righteous fury.
there's almost no chance of hitting. 60%. What's this one? Let's reload. What gun is she using? Her bolter. Okay, good. Oh, good. We got it. And we do have 3 action points. We could just do a reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Next turn. Main character's done. There's nothing more I can do with the veil as bad as it is currently, so. There are definitely some cultists around here. Let's move over here. We have a gun we can use. We have no line of sight apparently. Okay. Or is this cause veil too? Yes. It's a major psychic power and causes veil degradation. Okay. Not doing that. Can't target him. Let's just leave him there. That's fine. We have 4 turns left. We have lots of time still. Pascal's taking some serious damage. Okay, Argenta, I need you to move up somewhere. You have no line of sight on anyone there. You do there.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, 1 died. That's solid. We can now use Revel and Slaughter. Really wish my voice would stop gumming up, but that's okay. And we do have a running gun available. So we can take another round of... well, 1 shot. 37% chance to hit.
As the Emperor commands,
You got it. I believe in you.
Eradicated.
Oh my god, I didn't actually believe in you, but I should have. Good job. Okay, Cassia, let's move you up to here. I'm gonna give Abelard yet. Oh, she's already used her heroic power, right? Yes. So can do that there. It still hits him. I just want a little bit. No, I don't want to hit him. He'll deal a lot of damage to him. That sucks. Okay, well, maybe he can charge something. Let's try it. Except if I hit the wrong button.
At your beck and call.
For some reason I thought that was charged, and that was really not charged. I hit 1 person with that. Alrighty. Where can I charge? Can I charge right at him? Yes. Or I can just go straight to this guy and start punching him, which I think is what I'm going to do. And then take a hole next turn.
Indeed. At your beck and call. An exemplary.
Oh, so close to killing him in 1 hit. Okay. Next turn. And you die. And you die. Then just walk over here. And then you die. Abelard is a murder machine,
A tactically sound approach.
and now he can come around from the other side and help win. Pascal, I need you to back up. You are way too hurt, and I don't want you to die. Just hide back here, you'll be fine. Can you shoot at anyone? Probably not, eh? That's fine, just stay there. We do have a little bit of veil available, but I don't think I'm gonna bother.
All
Let's
too
just make
easy.
Argenta better. She can't... Oh, she can do that. Can she shoot anything? I don't think anything's in range of her. So I'm just gonna wait this one out. Heinrichs can move up, I guess.
Get me a target.
Now my question to this particular circumstance here, with just this one guy left, is after we kill this person, do we have to kill the other person? The leader?
I'll do it.
Good job. Burst fire killed it. Let's do concentrated fire for next turn, and then also that one for next turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
So using her abilities, even if they don't hit anything, does lower the
I'm
veil.
not
So
accustomed to being ordered around.
I'm just gonna do that. Okay, the Electro Priest is over there. We're gonna go
My
charge
base
him.
is at the fore. It will be done. Target well
So close.
struck.
Let's leave you there. Leave you there. Leave you there, actually. Let's just see what we can do here. She doesn't have a line of sight there. Maybe over here. Nope. Alright, just stay there then. Lower the veil. Abelard, you got this. Okay. Enough. Now an aged, rattling voice speaks to you from behind the bloodstained mask. You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashes in Aurora's hand. She drives it into the control panel with all her strength. Now you will see it too. A blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken control panel and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metal heats up, smoke billows through the bars. With a howl, the cultist collapses. The light is gone. Was that it, the final dawn? But why was it so different from what our teacher promised? Aurora shakes her head blindly. Her voice is now the voice of an ordinary middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You will pay for this. You will. The body's body goes limp and collapses to the ground. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. Pascal examines the corpse with contempt and concludes dryly, confirming purgation and termination. Heinrich grimaces in disgust. The heretic took her secrets with her. Pity. The motley hues have rejected her, leaving only a grayish-green thread, the noose that the heretic put around her own neck. I have seen this many times before. No one can escape fear itself. That was a weird, jolty movement. Heinrichs approaches Aurora's body and leans over it. A minute, please, Eltamar. I need no more than a minute. Let's inspect the control panel damaged by Aurora. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine towards the dagger sticking out of the control panel. Upon closer inspection, it turns out to be the lavishly decorated handguard of a sword whose blade has been pried out. Its pommel is decorated with a strange adornment resembling an eye covered by a scaled lid. What remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same tint as Conrad's weapon during the mutiny on your void ship. This is no human-made weapon or object. It was grown from wraithbone, a material favored by the Eldari. As you lean over the sword, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. They blend together and individual words are distorted, as though they are mocking your attempts to grasp their meaning. The nagging whisper is like burning red scratch of an unholy claw in your mind. Surreptitiously take the sword shard. When you touch the abomination, the whispers in your ears become louder and more bloodthirsty. You pocket the trophy surreptitiously just before the interrogator appears at your shoulder. Heinrichs gives you an appraising look, then shifts his gaze to the cogitator's control panel. An impressive blow. I suppose whatever she used to breach the frame was melted by the impact of motive force, Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Ordos, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from the requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. That is, if you do not have other business in the system, in which case I'm prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. Let's remove the mask. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Her face is impossible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of her mask, but after peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wonder if for a moment you saw something move. Let's finish cleansing the monastery. Executing, let the Omnissiah has given motive force flow and all obstacles in his path be eradicated. And we gained another level. Awesome. Anything else on her body? Yes, apparently so. A blasphemous prism, a glass prism crafted by the cultists of the Final Dawn. It belonged to their leader, Aurora. If you look through it long enough, your vision begins to deceive your mind, showing you what could be instead of what is. Also some Avenger gauntlets. All attacks of opportunity deal an additional agi bonus.
It's about
Let's go loot all the bodies, and then we'll call it a video there. We'll level up at the beginning of the next video, and then we'll leave the monastery, I think is what we're going to do. It's getting late, and I'm pretty sleepy. Well, I guess we could level up quickly. Yeah, let's level up really fast before we go to bed, and then we can start fresh next time. We didn't heal an injury in time at some point, apparently.
None
Few
shall
more
stand
bodies.
in my way.
That one standing cultist gunner that's dead, but definitely still standing. Not at all super creepy. Okay, what's this level gonna give us?
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Level 14. We could take, I guess, toughness, get some hit points, where fellowship and willpower is maxed out, so. What do I want? I think I want Psychic Barrage. Whenever a Psyker uses a damaging psychic power on targets that are 6 cells or further from the Psyker, they suffer an additional 3 damage. I believe that's the one we want. Yes. Easy level. Okay, Warrior. We're going to take Strength, because we're maxed out on the other ones. Or no, we're not. It just says plus, so we're not. So we can get Toughness on Abelard or Strength. He's got pretty decent toughness. Let's give him some strength. He needs a little bit of oomph, I think, in his attacks. He's good, but we still can get more. He does have Chain Weapon Expert, which is good. We could give him a dual wielding chain, I think. Let's try it. You know what? What's the worst that happens? We have one ability that's not useful. Let's give it a shot. I'm kind of curious to see how it works out. This is Argenta. Gave her Bolt Weapon Expert. That is good. I guess. Does she have any lore abilities? I don't think so. I think she's mostly demolition. We could do no heresy. Sure. And yeah, she doesn't have any lore stuff. Give her more awareness, I guess. Her awareness is 55. Which is pretty good. Next character. So we're done toughness and weapon skill for him for sure. Let's grab strength. Yeah, his damage is a little low, so sure. Edge of Dawn. Actually, I'm going to give him Psyker Minoris. Let's get his psychic powers up so he does more damage with Blade of Light. That's what we'll do. And you... What are you doing this level? You get Perception this time. And he's got Seal of the Forge, Pinnacle of Weaponry. Does he have heavy armor, though? Yes, he has heavy armor proficiency. No, it's locked. Prerequisites: strength 45. Oh, that sucks. What is his strength? 30. We might have to give him training in strength. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. Alright, let's give him, I guess, perception. Yes. Characteristic training. 5 strength. He just needs 5 more strength than he can wear heavy armor, I think. No, he needs 10 more strength. It's fine. We'll get him some armor eventually. This is Cassia, so let's give her toughness. And she's got lots of powers. Take a look at her power. No powers. This level. Veil of Protection. Allies that are targeted by Navigator's power gain 10% armor. That's pretty good. 5 fellowship and additional 1 fellowship for every Navigator talent or Navigator power taken. That's good. Underwear Protection. 5 resistance against warp effects. Unblinking Stare. Enemies damaged by Navigator suffer additional 5 damage for all attacks opportunity. Cannot dodge. Navigator power still additional 1 damage for every 5 bonus characteristics of the Navigator's currently equipped staff. Castigating, infusing, and devastating count as characteristics for this talent. It's not the worst. Healing is nice. Self-healing is pretty good. Extra movement. Okay, I think I'm going to take that one that I saw. The healing one. Strange Vitality. Yes. Healing is always good. People seem to want to shoot her, so... Alright, we're going to call it here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. We will continue on our path. And, yeah. Finish up the monastery, and then...
I'll lay claim to
I think
the
we're almost done
stars.
with the star system, actually. We can move on to the next act, maybe. Yeah, pretty much. I think we're done it all. Except for getting crew. We need crew members. I want to take a quick look at one thing, though. Do we have that knife? The knife we're building. Actually, we have a double chain sword now. So he has an officer's chain sword, but now he's dual wielding chain swords. This is everything I wanted in the game. That's so much fun. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think we're almost ready to leave. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.